Beautiful.
Hey guys, it's Shorty_medium13 here. So today is an exciting day back doing the weekly readings. I've got Nathan and Luiza. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this. And yeah, I love
Tell them where we are.
we are officially on the Sunshine Coast. We are fully moved in, I think. Here in Caloundra, Baringa, but Caloundra. And
welcome to Queensland.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome to
Sunny Queensland, Louisa. It's very sunny here today. Cloud.
Sunshine State.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Lots of sunshine today. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Here on the balcony, it's awesome.
Oh, I wonder if you can hear that.
That bird has been whistling at us
ever since we got here.
Ever since we got here, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it just before. So cute.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit off topic for the reading, but yeah, ever since we got here every morning, and I think even sometimes of a night when we're having dinner, we just hear it. It's just singing to us.
It's like our bird, you know.
It's like welcome to Queensland.
I like these humans. I'm going to hang around a little bit.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
All right, so we were talking a little bit off there about the theme, and I was sort of saying how I've woken up with a purpose, and I feel like that is such a theme for this week, and even just today is like just having that purpose and just getting stuff done. And yeah, and I know you picked a card fell out for you that we can make the theme if you want to.
Yeah, so I've got the Shadow Healing card deck again from Mel Brown. I have said a few times on here that I should probably pick a card every day and make it happen, but haven't been doing it. But tomorrow we'll start that journey. But these are really cool card deck for those out there. You just pick one card a day and it tells you something like a feeling or an emotion that might be coming up or whatever. So today's is Torment. Oh, hello. Mm-hmm. Plaguing your thoughts with self-doubt only exacerbates the problem further. First, make peace with yourself, and shortly thereafter, you will regain your confidence.
Makes so relevant. So relevant.
Interesting, isn't it?
Makes so much sense.
So relevant. Like, what the hell?
Makes sense in my last few days since being very overwhelmed by this move. So,
yeah, I definitely resonate with that. Thank you.
And just feeling the different emotions are attached to leaving our childhood home, and we've lived in Bendigo for all our lives, and now embarking on this journey of it's kind of exciting as well of what can happen up here. What are the opportunities that are going to present themselves? And I know for me personally, I've already had an opportunity arise. I've starting to get more clients again, which is great, and back into my readings, and I'm loving it.
It's going to be huge for you guys. I think it's important for you both to take your time with processing it. You've only been here for about 3 or 4 days, but you've got it'll catch up on you as well, but just sit with it. Just make sure you sit in silence with it as well. It's really important. And if you are in nature, it'll help you with that as well.
Yesterday was good.
Yesterday was
integrating a whole different energy in there. And where you're like, so you've moved from like a lower part of Australia, you're moving to a higher part of Australia. Atmospheres are different, energies are different.
Frequencies are different too.
Yeah, just make sure you take a lot of time for yourselves too, because moving out of your childhood home is huge.
Definitely. All right, I will jump in with my first card. I might go with this one. So this is from my.
Show the fans your deck, Jordan.
Yeah, I know some of them probably would have seen it on Instagram. So it's the Divine Animals Oracle. Such a beautiful card deck. I love the animals. Just
I'm just drawn to that tiger. I'm like, oh my god.
I don't know if you can see it, but it even has blue eyes.
I can see it
too.
Yeah, like they're like piercing blue eyes. It's so cool. So interestingly enough, the card that came out as I was shuffling them was the Swan card. So it's all about beauty.
I knew it was a bird. It's gonna be a bird. It's gonna be a bird.
And I love it because like beauty, it's like seeing the beauty in the everyday. And it kind of fits in with this week and what we've kind of been talking about of just allowing ourselves to sit with the beauty of living here now and seeing the beauty and the little surprising little moments that are going to arise, and just enjoying it and not letting ourselves get too overwhelmed over all the feelings and emotions, but also enjoying where we're living now, because it's exciting. It's an exciting time.
It is so exciting. I'm so excited for you guys.
And then I feel like on a on a collective type of a level here with the beauty. It's like, you know, for all of us to not get bogged down in so many feelings and emotions. Just allow yourselves to feel the beauty of the day, and being grateful for what you have and what is coming for you and what life is presenting for you. Because I feel like we get lost and so bogged down in what we want and what we don't have, that we lose sight of what we actually do have.
Yeah, beautiful. That's really nice. That's really nice. Especially so fitting for you guys right now too.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Did you have a
So
card?
I'm actually going to do mine at once because you'll see why.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Both of these came out, and then one is seeing beyond, and the other one is beyond the ordinary.
Oh, interesting.
They both. So this one came out first, the beyond the ordinary, and then the seeing beyond, and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to do this as a package.
I love
because
that.
I feel like I need to do them together.
Yeah.
Okay, so especially because lately we've had a lot of change in the past few months. There's been it's been quite rapid, and not just astrologically. I feel as energetically, there's a lot of shifting happening, and I know that at the moment there's some people are talking about online. They're fearing a lot of psychic attack, and attack on consciousness, attack on everything. But I just don't think that we need to be dwelling on that while it exists. I think that we need to be seeing forward, and that's the seeing beyond what's going on.
Yeah.
Beyond the physical, like, you know, because we are essentially moving towards higher dimensions, and our planet is growing, and we are also expanding with it. So what can you see beyond, further than what's actually here and where we're going?
Yeah.
That's where I'm getting with that as well, because if you see, it's on her third eye as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so it's quite a it's on a consciousness level.
Yeah, it's like seeing beyond our own reality, like
seeing beyond that, because there's multiple realities that exist, and there's multiple dimensions that exist as well.
Yeah.
So where can you see more forward than what's going on, or where can you see a bigger picture? You know, that we are, like, as much as it's hard as being a human, knowing that you're like from another place, you know, you get so trapped in the 3D, but you're like, no, this is not it. But it feels so real, even though it's not.
Yeah. And it's like what we were talking about off air with the what we were saying. It was, I had it in my head. It was like when we were talking about just seeing outside of our own perspective and our own reality, because there's so many and we're talking about our visions. That's what I wanted to say. So we're talking about our visions and what's coming. It's like we're seeing beyond our own reality, and that's kind of like the message in our the bigger picture in our visions that we were talking about. Like it's all sort of playing out in seeing beyond our perspective right now, because that's where we're going to get. It's just a matter of how we're going to get there, what's going to unfold, sort of thing.
That's exactly right. That's like literally what I feel with that card. But it's really funny because, like, off the back of that, like, this card beyond the ordinary is honestly what I was just saying. Like, what the ordinary is what we feel as though it's here, is what we feel as though we're existing in, but it's actually, there's a lot more at play that's creating this.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, there's a lot more, we've come part of creation. Like, if you kind of like look at her, she's just kind of like billowing with like elements and lights and stars, and like she's out of the ordinary, but that's kind of where we've come from. So instead of looking at life from what you can see, which is like also what I talked about when I pulled this card out, is like we're going outside further than what we know, which is where we're actually heading from.
Yeah.
Into, sorry.
I love that.
Interesting. That's really kind of cool that I pulled those two out. I love that. It's going out further, especially what you said, Geordie. It's like seeing beyond from our own perspectives. Look further. You know, if you're showing something, it's a blockage.
Yeah.
Where's the arrow pointing?
Yep.
You know, where are you being led? It's not linear. It's going to be like this.
And it even ties in with everyone's self-healing journey as well, of seeing beyond the hurt, seeing beyond the pain, seeing beyond that, because like we can get bogged down in the story and all the attachments and all the things that have happened. But once you see beyond that, you're seeing it for what it actually was, and you're seeing the lesson there and what you needed to learn. And then you can change that perspective and go, okay, I see that lesson now. Now I know why that happened, and now I can move forward instead of being stuck in it. And I feel like a lot of us, you know, in our daily lives, we get stuck in that. And it's
Mhm.
like with the
Definitely.
card, like seeing beyond that as well, like seeing beyond all of it, and I love that.
Yeah. Nice, guys. That works so well.
Yeah, I love that. All right, do you want to jump in with
I
yours?
got past, present, and future here from the Mel Brown deck called the Aboriginal Dreamtime.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I want to buy that so bad.
Yeah, it's good. Where did I find it? In Malden, didn't I?
Yeah,
Back in Victoria.
yeah, I found it for you actually.
Yeah, you did. Well, yeah, we're pretty woo-woo here, so it's
Yeah.
actually pretty guided. It wasn't found by you, but
Well, you found two of mine.
Yeah.
He actually found that Divine Animals card deck.
present.
No, he found that one, and he found my Earth Power.
So the first, this is past. It is
Oh.
Sacred Beginnings.
Beautiful.
What a nice card, eh?
Yeah, wow.
Sacred Beginnings. I think it's very fitting. You know what I mean? What are you guys getting while I try and give this a little bit of a read?
Sacred Beginnings is sort of like the start, you know? It's like
Well, it's like to really appreciate the start,
mm,
should we? Because it is sacred. It should be. Yeah.
So the Dreamtime message for the, I'm not going to read about the card. So the Dreamtime message is interesting to what you guys were saying, because this is, it's so like spot on. Everything starts small, and to move forward takes incredible courage. The search for courage is the hardest part of any journey, but in turn is the ultimate achievement. From courage, you gain confidence, and whether it's just the confidence to give it a go, you're already a winner. Take a deep breath and just move forward.
it's like
So
Quite spot on what you guys are saying.
yeah, it's like the start of a journey. It's the sacred journey and the sacred beginning of the journey, and
Yeah.
allowing that to unfold.
Jesus.
I love
This is
that.
present,
Oh,
insightful relevation. Can't even speak.
Revelations.
That's
Revelations.
it. Revelations. I don't know where I'm at right now, but we'll just go with it.
just let it all come through.
Yeah, well, that's
I think a lot
exactly
of
right.
messages-
Let
think
it
a
all
lot of
come
messages-
through.
Yeah, I should.
Considering what Johnny just said, that's like, like a little light bulb. They say that we don't actually, not that we don't learn anything, but we actually remember things.
Isn't it interesting that I pull this card and have that speak just not, here I am again, having that speech just like not coming out properly. Wait till everyone hears this.
I love this.
I don't know why this is happening to me live on air, but anyway.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Our heads
I'm
are
not editing it either.
The Dreamtime message is our heads are full of ideas, but it's the idea within the idea that gives us the most satisfaction. You know, the idea that grows from a singular thought into reality and looks nothing like the original idea, but is better than the first idea. You need to consider your ideas as having the potential to create amazing changes in your life.
I honestly love that. And I feel like when he was reading that out, my thought went straight to all the houses that we were looking for.
Yep.
And how they clearly weren't the right ones, but this one was. And I never considered it until probably...
Until we got confirmation.
Yeah, I never considered this as being the actual house until we actually got confirmation. Then I was like, holy shit, we actually got
What
it.
I was saying just before, it's like the arrow points in different directions and you move like this.
Yeah.
You don't move linear.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we were talking about just before.
This is the
Ooh.
future.
Is that you?
Thirsty Earth.
Ooh, love that.
It is raining. It was raining here this morning.
It's
I
looking
reckon-
threatening here now.
Yeah, I was about to
Just
say.
a shout out for anyone that's on the Sunshine Coast area that's watching this. Please feel free to reach out, and we can looking for new connections with like minds and spiritual people. For those that are watching on the sunny coast, send us a DM and let's catch up for something, beach or something, sun or whatever.
Or even a session with Nathan or a session with me, you know,
Yeah, I can help
or
us
even
out.
a session with Louisa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over the Gold Coast, but you can do online.
Let's all connect.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people from the Gold Coast watching, so
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
connect for those
We
who are in
find a
Queensland.
destiny for you.
Righto, Thirsty Earth. This is the future.
love this.
Dreamtime message is life is very busy for you, and sometimes you can burn the candle at both ends. I should start this again because I just took like 3 breaths.
I'm
Life is
thirsty
very-
like listening to this.
Life is very busy for you, and sometimes you can burn the candle at both ends for too long, so that it eventually burns to the center and causes you pain as the flames scorch your fingers. Common sense says blow one end of the candle out to make it easier to manage, or better still, extinguish the candle altogether. Time to make some sensible decisions about your health, or you may quickly find yourself burnt out with very little energy to sustain the flame.
Nathan, I'm gonna be really honest. I think this reading is for you.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I feel
Like,
that.
I'm like, and I love it. I'm like, this is for you, babe.
I just love how it's live on air, just mine,
Yeah.
But
Everyone can resonate, but this is about Nathan.
I was about to say, I love that there's little snippets in there that can resonate with people, but a lot of it is for
Nathan. Even the fact that I lost my speech and then the card said something about ideas, I'm like, yeah, shit.
Yeah, nice. I'm really here for this. I'm so happy I'm experiencing it.
Well, yeah, I think it's definitely all for me because some of those feelings have come up the last few days, and I'll delve into that on my stuff at some point. Yeah. But yeah, I've been feeling a lot of up high emotions and a lot of low ones and in between and good, bad, ugly. And yeah, it's been interesting.
Well, you know what? What's the better place than to share a little bit of it here? Like I know it's a weekly reading, but I'm sure that with this type of stuff, it's going to resonate with people. And I love that. And I love for the weekly reading to incorporate a bit of that of our, some of our stuff, because it will touch people out there. So I'm
of course
to share a little bit.
Well, just leaving my childhood home, cutting all ties from where I was from. I know that sounds bad, but I did cut a lot of ties when I was down there.
not a bad thing at all. No, I love it.
Lots of emotions that came up in terms of that little child, Nath. Like, was he worthy of leaving the home? Was he safe to leave the home? Am I even worthy of living in a place like this? Like, all of that came up. All those questions came up. I didn't turn to porn. I didn't turn to any of these distractions. I just sat in the dark room here yesterday morning and had a really, really good, powerful tear in. I actually said to myself, as I was curled up in the fetal position, sometimes when I cry like a little child, I am in that fetal position. I have said that before. But when I was laying in that fetal position yesterday, it was like, I miss home. Like, I actually cried that out. I missed like the normality, the routines, the safety. Like, I just said, I just miss home. I just cried for like 20 minutes. It was pretty powerful.
That's beautiful.
The exciting
yeah.
I was just going to say the exciting part of that is I know you're nurturing the inner child there, but you can sort of flip that and go, the exciting part is I get to create new routines. I get to create new, all the new. I get to create something different here. Like, I don't have to be stuck in those same routines. I get to go to the beach, because it's not 3 hours away. I get to, every day is going to be different. I get to do what I want to do. You don't have to rely on different things. You don't have to have things put in place. You can go, you know what? I can breathe. I can finally do what I want to do.
And go with the flow.
And that too.
Something I am getting better at.
Yeah. I love that.
That's why I think it said, don't burn the candle at both ends. But this is why I said at the start, make sure you take time to process your changes as well.
Yeah.
Nurture a little, which you did yesterday, which is so impressive. I love that.
And I was going to add to...
Well, old me would have just turned to the bottle, turned to a woman, turned to porn, turned to different things to be like, let's avoid this at all costs. It's like, no, sit with this. I'm going to feel all of it, allow myself to feel all of it. Yeah, I probably felt it for too long, but I sat in it all for a week. But yesterday it just came out.
But be proud of that, because you didn't run away. You didn't shy away from doing the hard work.
Don't run away from your pain, people.
Like,
I was the Usain Bolt at running away from pain for such a long time.
Oh, it'll find you.
Don't worry, it found me. I kept running away though.
You're back from the runner. You're like, old friend, back again.
All right, to finish, I've got two quick little cards here. So this card from the Moonology card deck, it just fits in with everything.
Oh my God, does that? Oh, I'm excited.
So it's last quarter, Moon in Libra. Libra even can talk today.
Both of us.
Is make time for self-love.
Love that card.
Also Libra is the opposite sign to Virgo, which is the season that we're in.
So that
no, it's not. Libra, we're coming into Libra season.
Well, that makes sense as to why it would come up.
Yeah.
And I love that it's make time for self-love, because I feel like a lot of people struggle with loving themselves and accepting themselves and caring for themselves. It's so much easier to put all of that onto other people and go, oh, well, I'm going to shy away from myself and I'm just going to put everything into someone else. And it's like, well, you don't have anything left for you.
Speaking of the candle, yeah.
And I know personally, I've dealt with a lot of that, a lot of the self-love, and I love that this is make time for that, because I did that for myself last night by just relaxing and having a bath and putting myself first again. And that's why I love that this card came up for today. You know, making time for yourself, make time for that self-love, that self-care, doing what you need to do for yourself so that you can be able to do it for everyone else, because you can't care for others if you have nothing left for yourself.
You can't really pour from an empty cup.
Yeah. And then my second card from my favorite card deck, which I recently bought, so we'll finish on this one, is the Healing Waters Oracle. I just love it because I'm so connected to water.
Can't wait to see that one.
I'm so connected to water and ocean and all of it, and I love it. So this card is a beautiful card. It's the Mist. So it's all about trust your inner compass, be led from within, which is exactly what we've been talking about. And we even spoke about this off air about being led from, within. I see that as even spirit in a sense, let them lead you to where you need to be and let them guide you. Like, it's okay. It's okay to relinquish that control, because I know a lot of us, and I know for me personally, I love the control. I just want to have control over everything. But sometimes you just got to relinquish that control, that need to control it, because it'll unfold as it's supposed to. And I know for me personally, I did that with this move. I was like, I wanted to control everything. And I'm like, we're not getting a house. We're getting turned down so much. And I'm like, I just want to move. And then I just relinquished that control. I'm like, you know what? We'll get the answer when we're supposed to. It'll all happen as it's supposed to. Just let the universe, let spirit guide it. And I did that. And then last Friday, we got the confirmation. So,
do you know what? And I think as well, what that also means is that in the space of adversity, if everything seems foggy, to still move forward with trust. Because a mist you can't see.
Yeah.
You couldn't see what's going on. We couldn't see the clarity. But with that, is that the clarity is within you always.
And I love that you said that, because when you really look at the card, you can see how it's sort of misty, but you can just see the girl standing there.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm just going to move. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like and I love the kind of pose that she's in. She's in that, like the arms back, the shoulders back, in that like really powerful, and she's still moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah. And trusting your own inner compass, let that guide you as well. Trusting your own messages, your own intuition, because it'll lead you to where you're supposed to be.
If you work towards what excites you the most in the moment, they're the little keys that'll get you where you want to be.
Exactly. And I love that. I love that we finished with that. I love today's meeting. We definitely went off into different tangents, but I love it, and it kind of all makes sense with the theme and what we're talking about. And I love that. And I love that you guys came on and got to share this with me. I love these readings. I want to keep doing them. So
I'm so excited to be in your first on Take
You're the first official one for us on I was going to say Gold Coast. You're on the Gold Coast. We're on the Sunshine Coast.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, thanks.
So this was really nice. It was really kind of tied all nicely in a little spiral. And it finished with your card. It was beautiful.
I love that. Well, thank you guys for jumping on. Thanks for being here and being in this moment and sharing this little moment with us. And I hope a lot of you guys out there get plenty out of it. And then if you want to reach out to me or Nathan or Luiza, I'll put links in the bottom in the show notes. So yeah, hope you guys have an awesome week. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see you guys next week.
See you everyone.
Bye.